Hey guys, what's poppin'? Jacques Slade here, back with another unboxing, and today I have the pleasure of bringing you an early look at one of my favorite shoes. Now, this is a different colorway. My favorite colorway is the red colorway, but this colorway is something totally different that Jordan Brand is doing, and I'm kind of digging what they're doing with the new colorway of the shoe. So without further ado, let's stop all the talking and let's get right into the box. So first thing you'll notice about the box, it is the typical Jordan 11 box. Has the big 23 on the front, and then it has the same wavy pattern going around the box. It's a premium box. It's not your normal Jordan box. I really love the way that this box looks. It stacks very well too when it comes to your sneakers. It stacks better than the other boxes. Has the Jordan and then the Jumpman there. Quick fun note, the Jordan Jumpman or Jordan Brand actually didn't start until the Air Jordan 13, so this was technically still a Nike shoe. This wasn't a Jordan shoe quite yet. It was a Jordan part of Nike shoe at the time. Jordan Brand didn't start till the Air Jordan 13. So anyway, let's take a look at this. This is a size 11.5 Air Jordan 11 Retro. Price was $220. So this is the white university blue, and I believe this top color they're calling it midnight navy. So this is the university blue, the lighter blue, and then the midnight navy is there as well. So let's look inside the box, and they always do a great job with the packaging of the Air Jordan 11. It's always the same, but it's just such a good look. Obviously, it has the 11 there on the box, but then it says Tinker made them shine, and it says you made them iconic, obviously referring to people like us that buy sneakers, that are really into sneakers. They have this little top plastic cover, just so you know that this is official. And then you can actually see inside the X or the 10, sorry, and you can see that it says Mike made them fly, which obviously he did. So paper looks like the carbon fiber plate that's inside of the Air Jordan 11, but this time they're using white and midnight navy. So I imagine that's a sign that the shoe has white and midnight navy as well. These are double wrapped with double tissue paper, and there you go. Look at that. That is a beautiful shoe. Man, look at that. Very nice. Shout out to Jordan Brand. So the way that I was able to actually get these early was because they did an early release on the sneakers app. I literally had no idea. I wasn't even really paying attention to the app, and then J23 actually sent me a text and was like, yo, the Air Jordan 11s Be Like Mike 82 or Win Like Mike 82 is releasing early on sneakers right now. And so I obviously dropped everything that I was doing and got to the app ASAP so that I could cop me a pair. I had to wait in line. I didn't think I was going to get them, but I actually did get them, and then they sold out. So let's talk about the Air Jordan 11. The Air Jordan 11 was designed by Tinker Hatfield. A lot of people know Tinker Hatfield because he started with the Air Jordan 3 and designed multiple Air Jordans. Basically, he's the biggest known legendary designer when it comes to Air Jordan. He is the main guy. He is like Mike's guy when it comes to designing the Jordan Brand line. Although there's been others, and there's been others up until this day, but Tinker kind of has the gravitas. He is the man when it comes to the Jordan signature line. And for this shoe, Tinker continued his, what I would call, a renegade attitude. Tinker is one of those guys that works for Nike that does incredible work, but doesn't necessarily always follow the rules. And this shoe is a result of him basically not following the rules. When Jordan left the NBA to go play baseball, Nike thought it was over. If you look on the bottom of the Air Jordan 10, you can see that it actually has all of Mike's accolades at the bottom of the shoe, because they thought, well, it's over. He's not playing anymore, so let's just put his accolades at the bottom of the shoe. That's the end. But Mike ended up coming back. But this shoe was actually designed when Mike was playing baseball. So Tinker actually went to Jordan, went into a dugout from the stories that I've heard, and showed Mike the shoe, and Mike loved it immediately. He designed this shoe on a couple of things. Now, obviously the look of this shoe is completely different than anything we saw with the Air Jordan line. The patent leather, the Cordura mesh, the shape of the shoe, the way that the lines move on the shoe, they all look a little different from anything that we saw with the Jordan line. It's a dressier shoe, but all that kind of goes into play to what Tinker was thinking when he made this design. First, we have the patent leather. So Tinker saw Mike playing basketball. He used to watch tape of Mike playing basketball like he was one of the player playing against him. And he would watch how Mike moved and how Mike's feet moved and how he cut and how he jumped. And one thing that he noticed is that Mike's foot would kind of roll off the edge of his shoe because there was so much power when he cut. So what Tinker thought was, I'm going to add an extra layer around the lateral side of the shoe to help prevent his foot from rolling over. And that material ended up being patent leather, which started an entirely new look of designs for sneakers, especially for performance sneakers back then. It wasn't something that you saw a lot back in the day. So that was part of the design here. He also added a carbon fiber plate to give Mike a little more control and rigidity when he would play. So this gives Mike a little bit more stability and a little more snap to his shoes. Then the Cordura mesh was breathable, so it allowed Mike's shoes to breathe, but it was also durable enough to withstand the sort of beating that a player like Mike would go through back in the day when it was a lot rougher in the NBA. Now, for fashion-wise, Mike wanted something and Tinker wanted something that looked a little dressier, and in addition to the patent leather serving as a more durable and stronger material to hold Mike inside of the shoe, it also served as making the shoe look a lot dressier. Most of you are familiar with the black and white version of the Air Jordan 11 or the Concords Air Jordan 11s, and people were wearing those with suits. People still wear those with suits just because of the patent leather. It's white and black, it's clean. That's this design. It's a very clean and simple design, but it's complicated and performance oriented as well. As far as this colorway goes, this is the Win Like Mike 82 colorway. And if that doesn't make any sense to you, it goes back to Jordan and his alma mater, which was North Carolina. Jordan went to the University of North Carolina, and that is where you get the pop of this blue here, of the university blue or North Carolina blue, sometimes people call it. That pops there on the Jumpman, and it's also on the Jumpman on the tongue. And then you also see it on the carbon fiber plate next to the Midnight Navy pads on the outsole. So Jordan, another story about Jordan. Jordan actually helped propel his team to a national championship when he was at UNC by hitting, I believe, the second to last shot to help give them the lead and in the title game. And then also Jordan used to wear his practice shorts from the University of North Carolina, which sounds really gross, but he wore his practice shorts from the University of North Carolina underneath his NBA uniform for every single game, which is just insane to me. That shows you what kind of love he had for his former university, and shows you why he goes back. And I guess it shows you why the ceiling is the roof, because that's a saying that he said. So that's where the origins of this colorway come from. Partly from that national title, partly from the practice shorts that he wore. But to me, they honestly feel like they are a Yankee colorway of the Air Jordan 11. Although the Yankees don't have this light blue, I can see a lot of New Yorkers or New York Yankee fans rocking these with their Yankee fitted with the NY, and this being their shoe of choice when they go to the game. So this is a little bit of maybe a little nod to respect for the captain, but also showing love for the University of North Carolina. So with that being said, I just want to give you guys an early look at these. I was able to cop these on sneakers, as I told you before. This is the Win Like Mike 82. Price is $220. They're going to release again in November in a full release, a big full wide release. So if you didn't get a chance to get your hands on them at the early restock, on the early drop, when they dropped about a week ago, I believe, you should be able to get them when they drop, where I'm sure there's going to be a ton of these that Nike and Jordan are going to make. And then if you don't want this colorway, there's also a really sick red colorway, the Win Like Mike 96 colorway, which is amazing, and I can't wait to get my hands on those as well. Anyway, I am Jacques Slade. Make sure you like, favorite, and subscribe, and make sure you don't turn away. I have something on the floor right over there that I definitely want to show you guys, so I have that unboxing coming in just a few days. With that being said, and as always, guys, I appreciate you. I'll see you soon. Peace.